opens up the box and plays the game. He never reads instructions cause they're lame. He's Bowser. Oh, he plays the game so badly. His eyes are twitching madly. He's here again so sadly. He's Bowser. Oh.
Hello, welcome back. Bowser's got his hat on. Hip 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 hooray. It's really sunny. We've just come back from taking the dog out for a walk. Right, yeah, as you can see from the title, this is what I consider to be one of the best Spectrum games of ever. One of the best multiplayer games as well. I'll be asking you various questions for it. I'm not going to sort of disclose what game it is. I'm going to get it going first, and then we'll have a bit of a discussion whilst it's loading. I'm having to use an MP3 file here because my tape of the game no longer works. But this is a game me and my mates David and Mark used to play for incessantly back in the day, alongside games like Match Day, Emlyn Hughes, Target Renegade, the Fist games. Well, what Fist 1. And IK Plus is the only Spectrum game I've ever played with 3 players. This game is fantastic, and I have covered it before in a video about 2 years ago, but the reason I'm doing it again, I'm revisiting it, is that I think it's such a good game that it doesn't seem to get hardly any mention anywhere at all, ever. It doesn't seem to get mentioned on any of the sort of Facebook groups, etc., Twitter, etc., and it is Xeno by Binary Design and released by A&F Software in 1986. And I just want to try and bring this game's attention level up a bit, because it doesn't, like I say, it doesn't feature an awful lot in discussions with people. For me, it's one of my favourite games ever, kind of like a Rocket League of the 1980s, the Specky era. It's like an air hockey sim type game set on the frozen moon of Io, which, Io isn't frozen. It's bloody one big volcano, isn't it? But hey-ho, we can allow them that little slip. Everything about this game is great, and like I say, my intention in bringing it to you is to ensure that more and more people play this absolutely wonderful game. This is what is the joy of the Spectrum scene, is that there's so many games that were released for it that there's always something you haven't played. There's loads and loads of hidden gems. Now, a question I'll ask you while this is loading is, what games have you discovered sort of recently that you've thought are absolutely fantastic that you never ever knew about back in the day? Off the top of my head, I can name Nifty Lifty, which Brian Dickinson sent me last year. That game is absolutely fantastic. Really, really fun, playable game. Push Off, that he sent me recently, is a really, really good game too. So there's always something new to try, and that's what I'm hoping to do in bringing this to people's attention. Trying to get you to play it. Now, it is of course best in 2-player. Nowadays on Billy No Mate's got no one else to play it. Kids aren't interested in any of this. Are you, Abigail? No, she's playing Skyrim. So yeah, but it's fun even as a 1-player game, and I've had a couple of goes of it today just to get my eye back in on it. As you know, I play games incredibly poorly. I think I'll give David Birdsall a very good run for his money in that field. But I really, really enjoy them. It's part of the fun. So whilst Xeno loads, whilst Xeno loads what? I've lost what I was going to say there. Never mind. Okay, I hope you enjoy the video. The gameplay section is going to come up. I've already recorded it, so you might find me reiterating some things in it that I've said in this video. Should really do it the other way round, record the intro and then the gameplay. But hey ho, it's me, that's the way I've done things today. Thanks ever so much for watching. We'll get on with it. Bye. Hello, welcome back. Right, yes, Xeno by A&F Software, or from A&F Software 1986, by Binary Design. This, as I've said, is an absolutely fantastic game, especially if you've got another player that you can go up against, another human player, but even against a computer it's a good laugh. Sadly, these days I'm now a Billy No Mates, but I used to play this all the time with my mates David and Mark. It's basically air hockey in space. You've got to you know, try and get the ball into your opponent's goal. And whoever scores the most after 4 quarters wins. Now you can see I've got it set to computer opponent, keyboard play, Q, A, O, P and M for fire. It doesn't seem to accept space for some reason. I've got the quarters set for 2 minutes long, as you can see, option number 8. And the timeout thing, number 9, is how long you want to take between your shots. Before you can take before you have to take a shot. How long have you got to line it up? I tended to used to have it set really low to make it quite sort of frantic, etc. And it made for really fun games. So that's what I'm going to try and do now. I strongly suggest you try this if you never have, because it's one of the best games on the Spectrum. But it doesn't seem to get much love. I don't think many people know about it. It is absolutely wonderful. Oh, I've scored a goal. Wow, I'm in the lead. This isn't going to last long, trust me. Now, as you can see, I'm the slightly lighter shaded of the two antagonists. Hey, come here, you. And that sort of line, as soon as you sort of line your shot up, you know, dictates the power of how hard you are moving your sort of puck thing. The longer it is, the sort of more ferocious a sort of shot will be. And you can also use your shots defensively, so you can barge the other bod out of the way. Now, like I said, this game sometimes in 2 players used to get really frantic and really quite sweary. Whoa, sorry, I'm trying to concentrate and talk at the same time. Yeah, and you know, made for some great fun. Now, there were some great 2-player games back in the day, weren't there? You know, like your Target Renegades, your Emlyn Hughes, he's pulled it back, and so on and so forth. So my first question to you is, oh, fucking hell, I flew right past that. What is your favourite 2-player game of the Spectrum era that you and your mates wasted a lot of time on? Now, or not necessarily just 2-player, you know, any kind of multiplayer game. Now, expect games like Chaos to feature strongly in people's lists. Whoa, I've just gone zooming past there, haven't I? Oh, and he's just scored an own goal. Ha, have that, you fucker. Yeah, like the Chaos type games will feature strongly, but I just, oh, for God's sake. But I just can't get the hang of them. Now, graphically, Xeno is fairly simple, but it doesn't need to be anything spectacular for, you know, what it is and what it's supposed to be. Which one am I? Oh, him. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah, it doesn't need to be spectacular. You know, the background's nicely sort of drawn. Right, that's the end of the first quarter, and the sound is just fairly bog standard, squelchy type sort of contact noises. Oh yes, Baz is on fire. Now, perhaps this is because I'm broadcasting that I'm doing so well. Ah, come on. See, it's a flip screen affair. The screen, the arena doesn't sort of scroll, so sometimes you can lose sight of your. Oh, he's going to score. You can lose sight of where you are. That's one of the downsides to it. And like I say, but everything else of this game is just, I'm just enjoying this so much. Now, it's one of only a few games I return to, and like I said in the introduction, I have actually covered this game before, so this is not the first Xeno video I've done, but you know, I'm just trying to spread the word a bit about this game, because you know, it should have more recognition, I think, than it currently gets, because it's just fantastic. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh. So we've got the ball stuck against the wall again there. Yeah. It's a 3-3 thriller. Oh, shit. Come on. Oh. So, yeah, what was your favourite 2-player game from back in... Yes! Sorry, got a bit carried away there. From back in the day, that you and your mates played incessantly. You know, there were some greats. Oh, fucking arseholes. But this, you know, deserves to be played an awful lot more than it is, because it really is cracking. Now, I am playing it, of course, on my real Spectrum. I don't have anything against using emulation. A lot of the time it's, in fact, a lot of the time it's the better way to do things, by far. In terms of space, time, etc., that it takes to sort of like load things up instead of waiting for ages and struggling with, oh shit, own goal. Instead of struggling with tapes and stuff that that might be very, very temperamental after X amount of years. But I do like, wherever I can, to actually play on the Spectrum itself, because that captures the sort of, oh yes, he's pulled it back, captures how you sort of felt back in the day, really. And so there's another question for you: emulation or the real hardware? I'm not an anti-emulation snob at all, as some people are. At times it's very, very convenient, but like I said, I also love to play on the actual hardware itself, to capture the sort of memory of what it was like back in the day, how I actually used to play with my mates and whatnot. So yeah, there's another one for you. But this is just an absolutely fantastic game. It's so playable, when it's even really playable in, oh shit, what's that? Oh, duck fucker. Even sort of really playable in single player, like I said, and I love this game, as you can probably tell. I've said it enough times already, so I strongly suggest you to try this out. And this again goes to, you know, if I do convince people to check this game out, and it's a game that you never knew, that again is the beauty of the Spectrum, in that there was so much stuff released, oh yes, released for it, that there's always something new to try, and something always often what a clearance. Often it's you find some real gems. You know, I've discovered some great games just from watching other people's channels that I didn't sort of wasn't aware of the games back in the day. Oh, this is don't. Ooh. Come on. You see what I mean about it getting frenetic or frantic? Now this game did not get a crash smash, and that's one of those peculiar decisions by Crash Magazine. And I want to know, as always, if you are aware of this game. If you were aware of it, did you play it a lot? Do you think, as I do, it's one of the unsort of discovered one of the hidden gems of the Spectrum scene? Oh, fucking hell! Something just fell off. You know the light box I have in the background of the intro that says Bazo H? That's just fallen off the desk, which is come on. Come on, I must be running out of time. Oh. Ah! No! Off the post. Come on. Ah. Ha ha. 7-6. I lost a 13-goal thriller. That game is fantastic. I really enjoyed that. If you like the video, please let me know. If you wish to subscribe, please do so. But if you do subscribe, please take the time to join in the comments. I apologise for going slightly off track at times in that video. It's difficult to concentrate and play at the same time. At least it is for me. Thanks ever so much for watching. Take care. Goodbye. Please check that game out. And if you have checked it out, or if you know of it, then please share your thoughts of it. Thanks ever so much. Bye-bye.